Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of Love and Light with Kamba for the year 2023. And the best topic to start for the year is starting over, because I feel like this is something everybody gets to go through. We're still in January, which is the first month of the year. People are still getting their vision boards together, people are getting their New Year resolutions together. If you're into that, people are just trying to set goals for the year and start over, or even continue from where you stopped. Either ways, you're starting something. Even if you're starting a new chapter, you're starting a whole new book, you're starting in a different place, starting over is something that I feel like is important. And it also means a lot to me because I'm starting over my podcast slash YouTube show. So welcome and thank you for being here. Please do not forget to like, comment, tell me what you think. If there are any aspects that I forgot to mention, please do well to mention in the comment section. If there's any particular topic you'd like us to discuss, please feel free to drop it. And if it works, if it goes in line with the goals of the podcast, of course, why not? So, that being said, starting over. There are three things I would like to highlight in starting over. Of course, there are different layers, different angles, but I would just want to mention three things that happened to just come to me while I was preparing for this topic. So I even start with the three things that I feel you need to get over to start over. I want to first mention that starting over doesn't necessarily mean you're starting something new. It could be that you are restarting something old, but in a new way because the old ways did not work. Or it could be something new. So I just don't want it to be like starting over me starting something new. No. At the end of the day, there's always going to be a little bit of the old in the new, because it's you that is starting over now, and you are going to carry some of those old experiences into the new version or new chapter of your life or new season. That's what I'm calling my season. I'm calling it a season, not a chapter. So that being said, let's start with the first one, getting over fear. This one is personal because fear has really done me dirty. If I'm just going to put it out there, fear has done me dirty. And fear is not one way. People fear different things. I have never been somebody that has been shy. So I don't have the fear of speaking in front of a camera or speaking to people, but I have other fears. So sometimes you need to identify that fear, because for me, for the longest time, I have not been able to understand why I just stopped. But I think it was just the fear of failing that stopped me from continuing my YouTube channel that I started about 3 years ago, along with other things, granted. But when it just came, just the fear, like I felt like it wasn't going as planned. I felt like I was in the wrong lane. And then I just stopped because I'm like, you know what? This is horrible. This is a bad idea. I always have something to say. I have something to share. And I'm always coming from a sincere place. So I think getting over the fear and focusing on the goal, focusing on the reason why is more important. Once you focus on the reason why, at the end of the day, I have opinions that I want to share, and I have the best interest of myself and everybody listening. And the truth is, during the hardest moments of my life, I've had to seek out information from people that have put it out there on YouTube. Honestly, like when I was going through some real anxiety and depression and pain and heartbreak, I won't lie, it's YouTube helped me. So it is very important for me to also come here and share some of the things that I have learned, because people helped me and I cannot wait to help somebody else, because somebody's going to listen to this and it's going to help the person. So definitely forget all the fears along the way and focus on the goal. And the goal for me is to share love and light, and that is why it's called Love and Light with Kamba. Love and light, in the sense, the way I understand it is, I actually am a mental health enthusiast. So I am also a mental health enthusiast. I've done a lot of research on mental health, depression, anxiety, all of it, because I have been through some, and the rest is just mere curiosity, because that's just who I am. And one way that I get over certain things is by learning about them. Like if I feel a certain way, I want to study that thing so that I can overcome it. And it has really helped me. Now that I understand certain things, when they come up, when I'm feeling certain things like anxiety, I'm like, okay, this is anxiety. Why am I feeling this? And it has helped me process it. And I cannot wait to share this with all of you. So the first thing I said is getting over the fear. Getting over the fear of failing and focusing more on the goal. Why are you doing what you're doing? Because your voice matters. Because you owe it to yourself to be unique in this world. And you owe it to yourself to try. You don't want to live in regret. Trust and believe. It's better to not look back. But there are certain things you look back now and you're like, you were waiting, oh, let me wait for this perfect time. And the perfect time never comes. One thing I learned was before, when I was still starting up my YouTube channel, I used to say, you know what, it's because I had a 9 to 5. If I didn't have a 9 to 5, I would have given it all I got. Then I quit my job. I had time. And I still did not do one single video. And that was the moment it clicked. Like, it was not time that was my problem. I had deeper things to resolve. And that was where the fear, the anxiety, and certain things that I had to work through. And to finally get to this healthy point where I'm like, you know what? My opinion matters. I'm doing this because other people's videos, other people's research helped me. And now I know that my research, my videos, and my way of explaining will also help somebody else. So the first thing, get over the fear and focus on the goal. The second thing is get over the need for perfection, because you will never attain perfection. No matter how much money you have, there's somebody that has more money than you. No matter how much you set up your studio, there's always going to be a better studio. At the end of the day, the quality of what you are giving will show. And that's another thing. I think we should work on even presenting a better quality than just the aesthetic of it all. Doing more research. Like if I want to do a video on starting over, me thinking about it, reflecting, and making sure that when I do the video, I'm coming from an honest place, a sincere place, and not just doing a video just because I look good on camera, which I do. But not just because of that, but because it really matters to share this information, because it's what I'm going through. And as I grow through what I go through, I want you to grow with me. And if this helps one person, I have tried. So I'm getting over that need for perfection. And the last thing is taking away the importance that you've placed on people's opinions. And it all ties down to the fear. Sometimes the fear is attached to what we think other people will think of us. And sometimes the need for perfection is because we want it to look good for other people. It's just removing that importance. People's opinions, yeah, they do matter, but to what extent? That's the thing. There should be a few people's opinion that matter, very short. And even those people, there should be some distance. Like, it should reach a stage where you're like, you know what? Your opinion matters, but this time I'm going to have to make this decision. Just take away that power and put it upon yourself. Focus on yourself. Take back your energy. Strengthen your frame so that you don't get to bend and curve and shape shift into other people's frame. And to even figure out what your frame is, you need to take time and figure out, who the hell am I? The version of myself that I believe is me, is it really me, or is it something that people told me? You know how some people tell you from childhood, you don't like cucumber. You don't remember not liking cucumber, but they've told you all your life and you're like, I don't like cucumber. Then one day you taste cucumber, like, this thing is not so bad. These people that have put this thing upon you, sometimes they don't mean you harm. Some people give you advice. It might not be the best advice, but they're coming from a good place. So sometimes people that love you can give you advice that isn't even bad advice in general, but it's just bad advice for you, because we are unique people. So your ability to separate what people are telling you versus what you're going to do is very important. So throw the importance of other people's opinion in your life, keep it in one corner. You can listen to it, but you better have a strong frame. You better know who you are by yourself. After people have told you, oh, blessing, you're ugly, or blessing, you're fine, like something that T.I. said is, if you live by the applause, you will die by the boo. Very powerful. So it means that don't also take it too seriously when they tell you you're amazing. Great, you're amazing, but I think the you're amazing needs to come from you first. You need to feel like you're amazing. Don't feel you are not amazing, then when somebody tells you you're amazing, you're like, oh, I'm amazing because this person said it. Because the moment another person tells you you're not amazing, you're not amazing. And I know this because I have gone through it. I've been through that phase where people's opinions meant so much to me that if somebody said something nice, my whole day will be amazing. Then the day somebody tells me something bad, it gets ruined. You can't live like that. And it will really stop you from taking life by the steering and driving. Because you're always thinking, which direction should I go to? How do I do this? At the end of the day, it's your life, so live it. I hope that this message helps somebody out there. It has been able to help me to start over. Not just this, but every aspect of my life. It has helped me manage and strengthen my own personal frame. And just healing and growing is a journey. It's not, oh, once I do this 1, 2, 3 things, I'm set for life. It's a continuous thing. Once you've mastered 3 things, you're saying, okay, cool. What else can I add to these 3 steps that I've already mastered to add value? It's a continuous thing. And even some of the things that you have started, like working out, if you start working out, you become fit. The moment you stop, after a while, you become out of shape again. It's a consistent thing. So reflect and see how you have certain things that you might want to work on, some fears you have to get over, people's opinions that you might have to dilute its importance in your life so that your own opinion matters, and then maybe the opinion of God or whatever higher power that, you know, anchors you. And you'll be fine. I believe you will be fine. And I hope you enjoyed this short but insightful episode of Kamba's World. The title, Starting Over. This is me starting over. This is the first of many YouTube videos I will be, putting out this year. So please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and tell me about your starting over journey. Certain things that you had to realize stopped you from starting over. And things that I might not have mentioned, because I can't mention everything. When I was going through certain things, if I wanted to learn about anxiety, I can watch like 50 videos on anxiety, because people have different angles of explaining it. People have different experiences of one thing. So one person cannot give you all the answers, but to just help you to see from different angles. So take care. Have an amazing day. Thank you.